You remember the movie The Blind Side?
Oh yeah, I hated that damn movie.
Really?
Wait, is that the one with
Sandra Bullock? That's
Sandra Bullock.
Was
is
that
in
Blind Side or was that Bird something?
Blind Side.
That's Blind Side.
No, you're
man.
thinking of that crazy thriller movie with a blind bird, or what? It was some crazy shit. They're blindfolded or some shit. No, this is called The Blind Side. This was out like 2000s, I would believe. It's about an NFL player named Michael Oyer. And
yes.
I've heard bits and pieces of this, but I don't have all the.
I actually liked the movie. It was a decent movie. It talked about how this kid was just. I guess he was adopted by this Eurocentric family, and he just tried to get out of trouble. I have to remember the movie, but he wound up later going into college sports, into football, and then getting drafted into the NFL. Very nice story, or so we thought, because in this article here from the New York Post, in Blindside spat, race-obsessed media went wildly wrong. So this movie might not have been as true as we all thought. So from our peoples at the NY Post, and this is how they do poor journalism. You want to know poor journalism, Marsha? Listen to this. Michael Oyer is black. No kidding. The toys are white. No kidding. And those dynamics alone were enough to corporate media to declare Oyer a victim of toys upon a petition he filed on Monday. Oyer, the former NFL offensive lineman, alleges that Sean and Leanne Toye, and I know I'm messing up the last name, exploited him for profit. He claims the Toys swindled him into signing a conversationship, paving the way for the family to earn millions by telling his life story through the film The Blind Side, from which he earned none. Oyer says he just learned this year that the Toyer family never legally adopted him. The allegations ruined one of America's favorite feel-good tales, how a young boy stuck in foster care system on behalf of his drug-addicted mother landed in the home of a wealthy family who helped famous college football coaches notice him. The allegations revealed Oyer is now estranged from the Toys. Perhaps there was a time when the press would receive a story like this and ask the proper questions. Is there proof that the Toys misled Oyer? How did Oyer just now at the age of 37 learn that the Toys never adopted him? What is the Toys side of this story? But asking those questions will require corporate journalists to resist the emotional urge to immediately pick a side in an allegation and risk missing out on an opportunity to capitalize on racial tensions. So this saga is indicative of the state and corporate media and its eerie wish to define story subjects by perceived racial tropes. But this is just, it's really, really odd because,
I ain't like that shit.
No, this really sounds a bit shady, but shady on whose part? On the family's part, or did something happen with Michael Oyer and he's
he needs money probably.
He had a great career in the NFL, so he should have earned a lot of money.
But man, a lot is enough. Hey, you want to go ahead and lead it GPS? Go ahead.
Well,
man.
If they've been making money off of him, if you had me sign this paperwork under false pretenses, and you've been making hundreds of millions of dollars, and you haven't even given me one of the one of the hundreds of millions of dollars, then yes, I think he's well within his right because you're making money off my name, image, and likeness. Yeah. Michael Jordan would have no parts of this. Okay, so yes. Y'all gonna pay me? I mean, damn, cut me in for something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just realizing that this is it's called, and I said it incorrectly. Apologize. Conservatorship. And who went through conservatorship just recently in the past few years? Britney Spears, exactly. So now I'm getting this. Now it's clicking, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But the family did that to him, and I'm just reading over this in the 2011 release. Oyer explained why he signed documents to make the Toys his legal conservators. I kind of felt like a formality, and I'd been part of the family for more than a year at that point. Since I was already over the age of 18 and considered an adult by the state of Tennessee, Sean and Leanne would be named as my legal conservators. Oyer continued, they explained to me that it means pretty much the exact same thing as adoptive parents, but that the laws were just written in a way that took my age into account. Honestly, I didn't care what I was called. I was just happy that no one could argue that we weren't legally what we already knew was real. We were a family. Yet 13 years later, Oyer said in 2023, brought upon him the appalling realization that he was under a conservatorship. So it's deep. It's a shame, and he really deserves justice for this. Cortez, you want to jump back on this?
Oh, I didn't like the fucking movie to begin with because I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like the fact how he was the victim. He had no power. This white family saved his ass from obscurity. That's why I did not like. I didn't like how they took Sandra Bullock's character and she was always there to save this guy. And I'm like, it's the victim mentality. That's what I did not like about the movie. It's how they victimized this guy.
Okay.
It was like he had no leg to stand on. I'm like, his life could have been that fucked up. I mean, I had seen people that had come from worse situations and still mounted, but it was like I think because at first I seen the movie, it didn't sit well with me because I didn't like how they betrayed this wealthy white family saved this poor innocent black kid. Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't like that narrative at all, because it was like it put a message out there that black folk, we can't do anything because we need white saviors to help us out of the trenches. Mm-hmm. Okay. But I feel as though he's probably a little upset that, let's be real, man, NFL players don't live good afterlives, man. They don't. When they leave the league, man, they got all types of stuff going on, man. One good example, and I hope he don't come looking for me. Warren Sapp, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Warren Sapp. He left out the league flat broke, man, and he was one of the best players out there, man. Mm-hmm. And he left out, man. Just left out flat broke because in the NFL, you're living from check to check, season to season, and everything. Yeah. And the minimum you have is 5 years in the league, man. The unions are not that good. They really don't protect the players, man. The players, they're young and they're out here buying dumb shit, man. And they never really saved up to realize that I'm not gonna be out in that field forever. Mm-hmm. Once my career ends, I need to still maintain and make a living. And I think this is what's happening with this young man right here. He's looking and he's like, one, he's running low. You motherfuckers have been making money off this movie for the past couple of years. I haven't received anything because first of all, why didn't he say nothing? Why didn't he say anything to begin with? When they were sitting there making money off of this movie, why didn't he say nothing then? Why are you saying something now after the fact?
I wish I could answer that in an easy way.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I got you. It's just like when you have an NFL career, you're not really worried about that. You're worried about just playing safe and just doing what you need to do. And he was just, he was probably racking up his own cash, not realizing that he had nothing from this movie, and this conservatorship is all going to the parents and everything like that. So it's slimy, it's trifling, it's just a shame. And like GPS, like you said, justice has to be served with this, right?